Hello friends, Running Kimono here. So I wanted to make this video because in the comments a lot of you are told stuff by cashiers or managers and it's not really accurate coupon information and you just believe it lock, stock, and full barrel. And you know, you get a Catalina from Walgreens and the cashier tells you you can only use it to buy cat food and you'll just believe it and then you'll write it in the comments and it's misinformation. Even if you looked up the coupon policy, you would know you could use that Catalina or register reward for anything in the store with the exception of like alcohol, dairy, tobacco, lotto tickets, typical stuff, gift cards. But you'll just believe that and say that I'm a liar and that you can only buy cat food. Not the case. I've read it all, guys, over the years. But this is a story I wanted to share to just really think on your feet sometimes because something really bizarre happened. So last week, the freebie guy had a post on his Instagram to get this beautiful advent calendar kit for $14.99. Original price point is $30 and it's Ulta. You can get it in store, online, or curbside pickup, one of the three. I was driving through a town with an Ulta and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to look on the app to see what they have, and then if this store had any, I would just pop in and see what they had. So I looked up and they had multiple units in this store. I'm like, oh great. So I just walked into the store. When you go into Ulta, it's very overwhelming. They have a very large perfume bar. They have like this makeup, the cheap makeup. They have a big hair studio in the back. There's a lot of merchandise in the store. So I looked at the cashier. She had 3 customers in front of her, so I couldn't just run up and ask her a question. I saw a young lady stocking a shelf. So I went and asked her. I said, hey, could you help me out? I'm looking for this. I showed her my phone, and I'm like, I'm looking for this, and could you help me out? And then she's like, sure, no problem. And she was gone for about 15 minutes, and then when she came back, she said that the manager, she asked the manager for help too because she couldn't track it down. Okay, no problem. And the manager told her that they didn't have it on the floor and that because of the shortage, lack of truckers, boats in California with like millions of dollars of merchandise, that smaller stores in the Midwest were not getting as much makeup and including all this stuff that is packaged over in China. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that makes sense that these products are made in the US but packaged beautifully in China for the holiday. You know, makes sense. And she apologized and she's like, probably your best bet is to order it online. And I'm like, okay. But it just kind of perplexed me that the app would say that there was like 3 in stock. I'm like, why would it do that? And she's like, oh, that's just a computer glitch. I was in there around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. She's like, sometimes later in the day, you know, it just does that. And I'm like, okay, well, hey, thank you so much for your help. Very helpful. Tons of information. Like, it sounded legit to me. So I was leaving and I noticed the cashier at the front of the store. There was nobody there, but I noticed it still said 3 in stock. So I said to the cashier at the front, I said, hey, I hate to be annoying, but could you look this up for me? Do you have this in stock? So the cashier looked it up and she's like, yeah, 1 minute, please. She left her station, went and grabbed it. I mean, I didn't follow her through the store. I just stayed at the front cash. And then she gave it to me, rang it up. It was like $16 after tax. I was like, oh, thank you so much. It's a very large box. So I actually had it in my hand and I had the receipt. And I saw that young girl in the corner of my eye still stocking stuff. And I'm like, you know, I'm not fully a Karen, but this is ridiculous that I was given this huge long story. The manager helped her out. All this stuff about plastic in China and the packaging and the Midwest not getting anything for Christmas and they have no Christmas stuff in the store because of the supply chain. It was a lot. So I went back there to her. I showed her the box. I just showed her like from a distance. I'm like, hey, you have this in stock and there's still 3 left on the floor. And she just looked at me like she saw a ghost. And I'm like, and then she tells me, she's like, oh, I just started working here 2 days ago, so I don't know everything. There it is, guys. So she was quite dismissive of me at that point, and there it is. She did not want to have to deal with me. What I suspect is the 15 minutes where I was waiting around for her, she probably went to the break room or the bathroom or something like that. She was not on the floor looking for it, and I don't even think the manager helped her with it. So if you can extrapolate anything from this is to always ask questions. And if the app says one thing, don't be shy to ask another employee. Don't be shy to look up a coupon policy. Don't be shy to ask me a couple of questions. Because sometimes it's like you're told something and it's completely something different. I'll catch you guys in the next one.